Hey, what's happening? Thanks for checking this stuff out again. I have splitting firewood, tip number 7. So this one, if you notice, I've got a different backdrop. This is me on location, as people say. Cool cats. Anyway, I'm in the woods, and last year I cut down this massive tree right over here. This is the stump of it, right where my finger is kind of looking like it's touching. And I needed to mill up some beams, so I cut this giant tree down. The bottom of it had a bunch of like damage from ants eating up at it, so I cut that into pieces and plan to come back to cut it into firewood. It is pine, so that already changes like what we're going to talk about for splitting it, because it's much different than hardwood. Like, because when you split hardwood, the fibers are really tightly packed, and especially when it's cold, they can split relatively easily. Pine is like, it's like chopping at a sponge. Like, the fibers are just like loose, and they resist being split, so it's a lot harder. You would think, oh well, it's soft wood, so I shouldn't have a problem splitting that, but you would be mistaken. You can get some small little pieces of pine and be out there cracking at it all day long and really be struggling. So basically, I have these 4 chunks up here. I cleared off this one right behind me with the snow. It's been pretty snowy this time of year, but I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for cutting not only a giant piece of wood, but also pine. So here we go. This one, now if you watched my last video, I think it's number 6, tip number 6, if I were to follow the same thing and try to create a line of me hitting, like I would be out here all day doing this. Now you see little chunks, so there's probably a knot right in here that I'm hitting. So when you're splitting a large piece of wood like this, what you want to do is you want to focus on weak points of it. You can see there's this like little nub out here. I don't know how easily you can tell from there, but there's like this little nub out here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take this off first. So I'll get in position to try to hit this one. If you see, oh, there's a soft spot. This is the beauty of trying to split pine. Sometimes the sponginess of it, even if it's frozen, doesn't split. So you can see I've already hit this, between 5 and 10 times here. So what you're going to want to do is move to the second stage. I do still like to create this line for where basically your wood kind of knows where to split. And you're going to want to get a wedge. It's like solid steel wedge and a sledgehammer. Don't use the back of your axe. I was using the back of my axe. Sometimes you'll forget your sledgehammer, but it really like mushrooms out, and it really causes some damage when you hit the wedge with the back of your axe. You can use it. I have done it. I'm sure I'll do it again, but use a sledgehammer. You get it started, and then you just hammer it down. Sometimes you gotta switch directions to really wobble around a little bit in there. You don't have to crush it every time either, you know. Just hit a nice and just a nice solid hit, you know. But imagine splitting that by hand, like with your axe. It's so hard. It's so hard to split pine. There we go. So, yeah, you're probably going to get a lot of comments. Maybe it's not worth it to split pine. Maybe it's not worth it to burn it. I can't burn it in my wood stove. It's not recommended. I do burn it in my wood boiler since I only heat with wood. I try to take advantage of all of the wood that I get for free. And here's a piece right here. So now since it's smaller, I can typically split that by hand, but it's still even hard. So then what you're gonna do, I got this little nub off. I can try to get another little nub off over here and then try to work down to the heart of the wood, and then it gets easier and easier to split. So I don't know. I'm sure I could leave it up here to rot. I could roll it across the street in the giant field that is over there. But since I try to take advantage of any free wood that I can, then yeah, this is a easy way to get firewood here, and it doesn't, I don't know, it's good to use it up. Anyway, let me know what you think of this method of splitting not only pine, but also huge, big chunks of wood. Let me know what you've run into. Thanks.